Mantis here. Let's get right into it. Gold 4, silver 1 last season split. Let's get right into it. So looking at your rank, it seems like you got gold 4, but now you slowed down on the rank. You don't want to play rank that much anymore. But I think you should keep playing rank. I think you could be a winner, especially with this champion. I think you can reach platinum in solo queue with this champion for sure. Very, very strong champion. One thing I noticed about you is that ADC, Vayne. ADC Jinx, ADC Caitlyn, Cog, Ezreal. It's a mixed bag, and it's it's like maybe winning, maybe not winning. But it's like a month ago, right? Losing. Then I looked at you, it's like your main was on Ashe, but you kind of had a losing spree with her. And when you have sprees like this, it's like you have to ask yourself, are we playing tilted? 2-8 and 3, 2-6-0, 1-10, right? At this point, it's not the champion, but it's the player behind the champion. And I actually I'm gonna suggest like you just drop these different mixed bag ADC picks and just go back to your main. I think your main is way strong enough to climb at your ELO, but maybe also fundamentally you're doing something wrong on the ADC role, and you have to look up your VODs or look it up a different player, a better player to see how they play and then emulate them. That could be definitely a thing. And then for this game here, this is the game that we're gonna be watching. Seems like a good draft. I wouldn't be dodging this. I personally don't like having Jinx on my team, but I'm still gonna play. If the player picks Jinx, I'm still gonna play. But I usually know that the player isn't gonna be that good. Honestly speaking, Jinx players usually are just they're just not that good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never see them play like the way Jinx should be played. I never see it played like that. And then here, seems like there's a big throw. Seems like you're doing actually pretty well in the early game. Here, Sion gets a triple kill at 12 minutes. But I think you're playing a very, very decent game. But then at a certain point, right here, you die at 26, and then at 27, at 28, they're back into the game, right? So at this point right here, 26, 27 minute is probably a good point of interest. You can probably learn a lot about your play and yourself if you check out that area in the game. Because other than that, it seems like you're just doing a good job of holding it down for your team while they're not that good. Yeah, I'm gonna speed it up here. See what we can do. I always tell everybody just to cover entrances because you never know when they can invade. I'm just gonna say it to you because you're not covering. Covering entrances is really important in League. If they ever invade, or like you can invade too. Like if you're as 5, you can make a play happen, right? By going AFK by your turret, you're removing the chance of what potentially swinging your game in your favor with an invade, and or defending yourself from an invade, which could swing it the favor in the enemy team. And of course, there's gonna be times where you invade and you all 5 are gonna die. But there's gonna be times where you invade and all 5 of the enemies are gonna die, right? So it evens out at the end if the invades are done correctly. If you're not doing invades correctly and you're losing all the time because of it, you may think that doing invades early isn't a good play. But it's probably because you're not doing it correctly. It's He probably is in a bush here queuing up, charging up his Q. No, he's not. So matchup wise, I'm not sure who wins this matchup. I haven't played it myself, but so far it seems pretty chill. Of course, you have to worry about the jungler. Do you know if he started bot side? Do you know if he started top side? Seems like the your wave is pushing in. Kind of we can't let him freeze it here because if he does, that we're gonna get ganked, right? So we're gonna have to find a way of pushing it in and then warding or warding and then pushing it in. After we kill these two minions, it's actually probably a good time to ward this one and then this one, and then now we have a little bit of time maybe to dodge there. Now I would be like, okay, there's a good chance the jungle is gonna show up topside very soon, so I really have to think about warding this. Even now, ward it now. I can ward it now. It's a good time to ward it now. But yeah, it's now. It's kind of frozen here. Okay, Zach showed bottom. He doesn't have any red buff. So now in a spot like this, if you're paying attention and you immediately click to Zach and see Zach, you can ping uh Rek'Sai to go into to take the red because Zach doesn't have the red, right? But this is probably the lower elo where both of these players, even the mid lane, is not gonna notice that, and we're not gonna take advantage of that either, right? Because your lane is pushing in, right? So if if let's say Rek'Sai goes to red, Zach comes to contest, but now you can walk and contest because the wave is pushing in, right? So it's super favorable for you to make this play happen, right? But there's no urgency, there's no ping, there's no, it's like let's get this started, let's get the game going, let's start winning this game right now, right? It's no, we're just gonna play the same way we always play, stuck in the box, right? Without thinking, right? So now we do ward, but it's a okay ward. How he's playing, man. So far, so now it's a spot where it's like if Zach didn't gank mid, if Zach went to contest the scuttle, now you have the no mana and less HP, right? So it's gonna be tougher to contest and defend, right? But if we did try to make a play earlier, we probably would have been a more resourceful with our stuff to make the play, right? If that makes sense. But yeah, Zach doesn't come to contest. But understand that like if the enemy jungler does contest this, now you're the one who's stuck with the wave and you're the one on the back foot, right? So a missed opportunity becomes an opportunity for the enemy. As fast as that. Now is a perfect time for Rek'Sai to gank. This should be free. The wave is just too fat. You have no mana, right? So yeah, then the enemy jungler counter ganks that, and then you guys die, right? It just really cautious about these spots. Back for mana. Yeah, no mana. That's fine. Okay, trading here. You have to understand you're trading to a big ass wave, right? And you just use TP. When you trade like this, be very cautious about it's just a bad trade, right? You're losing too much HP. Trading, yeah, you lost like half your HP already when you really shouldn't have. Yeah, you can't do anything about that, but you have to think about this. 50% of the time, my team wins here. 50% of the time, the enemy team wins there. So we just have to focus on making sure that we play the best game that we can play in the top lane. That's it. That's literally it. Very good trading. Yeah, he has to back, or maybe you can potentially kill him. Good job, good job. Yeah, you playing a good game so far. don't know about this ultimate. A little bit too greedy, but you know the limits of your champion, and it worked. So very, very good job. I thought he would be too tanky and it wouldn't work out, but you know the limits, so amazing job. Those your skills just don't cost mana when you ult. It's pretty cool. Really nice job. Like so far, so good. This is why I think you can get platinum because you're playing like this against your opponent. If you can win lane like this, you're really good. Here we shove, right? We shove to bring Sion back. Here, so we see Sion mid, so we just have to shove as hard as we can. Yeah. And then ping these guys back because we know Sion is there, right? We just ping him back, ping him back, ping him back, ping him back, ping him back. We need to have leadership with our play, right? We need to have leadership with our play. Holy dump, that actually worked. No, this never works, right? Yeah, it never works. Because it's a 4v5 if TF comes. And TF should come, like 9 times out of 10 he's coming, right? So this is where we just give up. We give up the Drake. We just try to ping it back, ping back, ping back. Wait, what? Oh, Sion's asking for assistance. I thought it was you asking for assistance here. I'm like, wait a minute, this is an awful play. But yeah, we just take this turret, and hopefully our team is not dumb enough to fight that, right? And then we get the turret, right? So in a spot like this, what Rek'Sai should do is immediately go to Rift, right, and then trade the Rift with you. You guys still might get Rift, but it's like it's unnecessary deaths by your team. We can't really do anything about that, right? Other than telling them to back up. What happened to Sion? He just left his lane? And the enemies didn't get Drake either? This is a very strange ELO. How did the enemies not get Drake? Amazing job. Clean up? Come on, you gotta clean up. Alright. Good job, good job. Might even win this too. One of those spots where it's like you know you can kill him, but he has slightly too much HP. You're probably sitting on some gold. You don't have ultimate, but you do have red buff, and it's like, oh man. If that Sion makes any more mistakes, like he's going down right now. I really can't do anything about this. This play is just so ridiculous by Rek'Sai. You saw Sion, so we take turret. A little bit of overstay. We don't want to die. This is when you back, and then with your ultimate, you go bottom, and then try to make impact on the map, or you do Rift. We need to try to take some turrets, right? And then taking this turret is probably gonna be super, super hard. This is forced by you. Wow, you still get the kill. That's crazy. Wait, you're just gonna summit? Really hard to take this turret before taking tier 1 mid, tier 1 bottom. You really need to look to take this tier 1 bottom. After like I was watching this high elo player play, and after he took tier 1 top, he just backed and went bottom, straight bottom, right? And then with his lead, he was able to just to stomp these guys here, right? But I guess it makes sense to do the ref, but really think about just trying to take down tier 1 mid. Because like this turret is nice, but this turret is not as important as this turret, because this turret it opens up the jungle for your team, right? This turret, it opens up the top side jungle here, but nobody on your team knows how to play around this area, right? Especially if this turret is up still and this turret is up still, they just won't go here, right? And even when Zach showed bottom with blue buff, your Rek'Sai didn't even when it's free, they still won't go. So it's like really think about just breaking mid here or another lane. Getting the kill here is nice, but I don't think summoning the Rift is, unless you know you for sure you get this, it's not worth it. Yeah, you gotta impact the map, right? Like you gotta be here, right? And not well, you're impacting mid lane, which is nice, but you only went mid lane because Sion went mid lane, I believe. If Sion went top, you might have even went top too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, now we break mid or take Drake. I would want to break mid here though. He's on it. We gotta go. We gotta go to Drake, right? Wait for ASOL. ASOL's here. Gotta be more understanding of what's going on. Right? Good job, good job. Looking good. This is looking good. Break mid. Very good, very good. This is exactly what we want to do. Now that all three of these dummies are mid, my team can take Drake, right? So it's like, okay, this is good. But don't back up too far. Stay in vision. So you want to know what these guys are doing and occupy these guys, right? Because if they go to Drake and you're all the way here, you're not fulfilling your duty as a tank, right? See, that could have been close, right? If you just simply stood a little bit closer, now the presence of you, right, makes them play differently, right? It's like, okay, maybe I can't walk this way, maybe I can't walk that way, maybe I should engage on it. And these are the thoughts that come up these players. Okay, my team is fighting and I'm going top side, right? This is something we have to just think about. Yep, take mid and back. Yep, perfect. Whoa, 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 no! You're so greedy, man. You can use that TP for a better spot. You don't need a TP like that. You guys are just shit stomping now. It's looking good. I don't know if I like that TP, but it worked, I guess. Okay. Need a word on Baron, and we need someone to defend bottom. The way you play is a little bit too greedy. You have 1.8 thousand gold on you. If you keep making greedy plays, you'll eventually get caught out for it. You literally went from top side, tier 3 top side, all the way to tier 1 bot side, and then you also look for a kill while you're at half HP. This is just way too greedy by you, right? And it's just like there's a couple points in this game where I'm like, this is too greedy, this is too greedy, right? Like even if it works once in a while, sometimes you're gonna get burned for it, right? So the more greedy plays you make, you're gonna get caught, right? And like this is just what happens, right? Like you made one too many greedy moves, you got caught for it, right? Like why couldn't we find the back here, right? And this is the spot where we died and we just started throwing, right? Wait a minute, what is going on? Uh, this is a crazy game to be honest. Fight, ping it back. We can't fight here. We gotta just back. We just back. We just back. Press the back button. Press the back button. Press the back button. Oh my god, your TPs need work. It's back. Why don't we just all back? Play for Baron. Put more logic into the play and don't just greedily fight at 25 minutes. This is a throw. This is the game thrown here. So yeah, this is where it's like your bad habits are just catching up to you. Work with your team, right? Like we're never like we're never fighting tier 3 bottom when two of us are dead, right? It's like the idea of this is just like this is a really bad play, right? Being here at this very moment, doing what we're doing, with two of us are dead, so it's very very awful, right? And like Rex has 3K gold, right? Like there's a reason why I said back, right? It's not it's not because like I'm afraid or like I'm not down to fight. It's because like I know that games are lost when we play like this, right? With that, now your team, I bet you anything, now your team are just gonna go one by themselves, one by themselves, something stupid like that, right? Some typical solo queue low elo where it's like, okay, my teammate is dead, my teammate is dead, but I'm still gonna play up, stuff like that, you know. Rek'Sai is just like AFK now. He's like, ah, fuck, I don't care anymore. Out by himself, getting caught out, and guess where everybody is at base or somewhere else, right? It's just like this is how games are thrown, right? That's now it's like okay, now we have to give a Baron, but we're just gonna go 1v1. Just go by ourselves, 1v5. Hooray, yeah, good job, Rek'Sai, we did it. Right, we just back, right? We don't even play for this, right? We just back. Yeah, people are arguing with each other, people are getting upset, people are flaming. Okay, good push by you. Take the portal next time. Down with the portal. If they come, we kill. Yep. All fine and dandy. Don't get too greedy now. This looks good. In my eyes, this looks good. So far. Yeah, backing is fine too. Too low resources, right? Is why we back. We just back in TP, right? For you in this spot, you have to understand that I'm good as It's like a saying that I used to say a long time ago. It's like I'm good as you know. Good as out of mana, right? Like that's all I'm good for. I'm good for out of mana, right? That's all I'm good for. So in a moment like this, just hit that back button, ping your team to back, and TP, and we should fight again, right? Because right now you're not a champion, you're a minion, right? Yeah, I can almost guarantee if you have mana right here, this entire fight becomes differently, right? But you have to take lead, you have to take control, not do these greedy plays, right? This is how we get out of these spots, right? It's like a experience, right? Now we just, your TPs are just so awful, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, your TPs are very, very bad. With that, I'm gonna leave the replay there. I can tell that everybody's tilted and you guys are just gonna lose based off that, but hopefully any of this advice helps and good luck on the rift.